So the purple dots are, I was going to do just a quick video, kind of like the pistachio one, and show something really cool that happened. And that didn't work out because I don't know when to stop. Uh, so, um, we have that Pisces Super New Moon, March 10th, with the ruler of Pisces, Neptune, connecting to the Galactic Center. So it was a crazy week, especially the 12th. We had chaos here, went station direct from retrograde. So whenever a planet stations retrograde or direct from retrograde, the energies are stronger. And chaos is literally chaos or cosmic creativity connection. So what actually happened? I had a lot going on that week, but this one I wanted to focus on. Today is my dad's birthday. He passed away last August. And Chiron, the North Node, and Ginky, my childhood nickname, are all conjunct today. So it's a good day to do this video. The evening of the 14th of March, I received a text to my phone, and it's just another spam text, but it was what was in it. This here is an asteroid I use for my mom's last name, Lucky, and it sits with my Juno in my natal chart opposite my town and Eris and Mercury and Ginky. So that caught my eye right away, and then of course I look at it closer, and this is her middle name here. So Patricia Ann was giving me a little hello, and of course this is my name whited out. That was the 14th. Actually, on the Pisces Super New Moon, on the 10th, I also I haven't been able to deal with my dad's ashes yet and distribute them as he requested. So they're sitting on a bookcase shelf here in my bedroom. And at the Pisces Super New Moon, March 10th, there was a continuous knocking on the wall behind the bookcase. And it was funny because I was babysitting my grandson who has Pluto conjunct Sun, and he had closed the closet door, saying that there was monsters right before that happened. So, even he heard the knocking and scratching and noises behind the bookcase that went on for a while until I finally acknowledged and said, "Hi, Daddy," and then it stopped. My dad was a Leo rising, needs that acknowledgement, and of course a 29-degree Pisces. So that was fun. So this past week, or the first week of the super new moon, I had contact from my mom and my dad. And so I decided to sit down and do a little chart. This is my progress chart here, which is my natal chart progressed to the present, and I have it set for the 15th of March because when Mom texted me, it was the evening of the 14th, and I just progress it to the next day once it gets later in the afternoon, evening. So just a quick rundown. These are the progress placements of my various planets and asteroids. In the green here are the transiting planets and asteroids, etc., up in the sky, and they usually go in this direction. But if they are retrograde or a node, then they go clockwise. So in my progress chart, you can see right away that my nodes, my north node and my south node, are connecting to my progress sun. I'm doing a lot of reflection with things going on in my life with my current divorce and how it's affecting my child and the similar situations. I'm doing a lot of reflecting back when I was the same age and how things affected me when comparing them with my son. And so, yeah, so there's a whole lot of other charting that I can do related to that, but for right now, we're going to stick to the contact. Pluto, Pluto is transformation, your power. That's the magic and the occult and taboo and death and contracts from beyond. Neptune's still going to get even closer opposite my progressed Pluto here. It does make a square to my last name, my current married last name, that sits here at 29 degrees also. So there's still some big things going on. But connecting to the 27 we have in transit, we have Gagnero. And this is Patricia Ann here, 2733. And Gagnero, my asteroid, regular old me, my mom's name, 2726. We have Neptune at 2716, ruler of that Pisces New Moon. The moon was running, well, for the 15th at noon, it had been at 28 degrees, so it was running right through here. That's my ascendant and all of that. So the purple dots that I first marked, transit lucky is here on my 12th house, Mars and Venus. Mars and Venus taking action. 12th house on the metaphysical. This is the woo-woo. Venus, of course, people and things we care about. It's on the higher, your spiritual path, your career. And transit Miller at 447 would be connecting also with that. We have my progressed lucky and Juno soul contracts are conjunct at 4 degrees, and my town name is also a 4 degree right now. I've got a lot going on in my life, as I said. Neptune, my progressed Neptune is at 4 degrees. In transit, Patricia is at 420, which relates to some of the other things that I'm charting privately right now. Venus at 349 and Pax at 525. So they're all sitting right here near my progressed Patricia in the 8th house that's ruled by that Pluto. Transiting Pluto, of course, is at 133 here. And in orb, that would make connection here to Patty Hunt. Hunt being a county name that we share, she and I both. And 133 is still within 2 degrees of the lucky and the Venus. All right, so that's what it was. I knew there was something else. Pluto is making a square here to Patty Hunt here. So this Patty Hunt is in transit, connecting to the chaos that was stationing direct and directly opposite Eagle. And this is one that's related to psychic sensitivity. Are there any more? Let's see. More than likely, Quaor is 226, and that's connecting to my Saturn in my natal chart. My dad in transit, actually here in Scorpio, my dad's first name is on my natal Gagnero at 17 degrees, and then I gotta squint to find that lighter color. 1727 is connecting to transit Chiron, our wounds and healing, and of course Chiron was an astrologer. And there was one more. Oh, Sphinx. I just happened to look at it in my progress chart for something else and noticed it was at 1755, the same time that Chiron in transit was 1755, and that's making a square here. And I'm trying to my dad here. So, I've got lots of mysteries. That's part of Sphinx. Got some of that Egyptian magic going on. Figuring things out a little bit at a time. So let's see. Then we have Uranus here at 2003 in transit. Is connecting to my progressed Patricia Ann at 2008. Then we have my dad at 2010 here in my progressed. And we have Pat Miller, her name when she was married to my dad, at 2104. We have my dad's name with the B, Dad Booger there, 2225, and that would connect to my Gianna. Here in Scorpio makes a positive to my natal Gianna here. So then we have, let's see, Miller at 2053 is almost 21 degrees, also making a connection with that, and Aurelia. Aurelia is another of the psychic sensitivities. She was a oracle prophetess. And then we have, let's see, I think that's all of the 20s. Now if we go to some of the 15, we've got my dad. His middle name started with the A, so we have Dad A here at 1547. We've got Sphinx at 1435, which makes a square to my Ginky in my natal chart. But it also squares my midheaven and my IC here, and my Uranus sits here on my IC, emotional foundation, roots, past. So then we have the south node just about ready to cross that, and the north node is crossing my midheaven. And we have Patsy over here, my mom's nickname as a kid, at 1529. Transit Patsy is at 1536. And like I said, all of these add up. Oh, my progressed Chiron's 1547. So the north node just crossed over that. These all add up to bigger aspect meanings and patterns that I'm not even going to try to go into. So then we have, let's see, Ginky in transit is on my progressed Eris, discord for positive change. You know, that's in that 9th house, spiritual protection that Jupiter here rules. And Jupiter's at 1352, which would also connect in with some of the 14s, like Sphinx. Don't get me too sidetracked here. Saturn at 1137 is actually making a positive trine here to Dad A and Gianna at 1159 and 1149. And in the middle of that, we have the eagle at 1115. My dad actually had an eagle collection. Still got them boxed up. So he had a 29-degree Pisces is super psychic, and he just never got to make real good use of it. So then we have Aureola at 1309, and that's another psychic sensitivity asteroid, and Aureola is opposite Ginky and Eris here. Juno, I went ahead and marked with yellow and green because at 1055 it connects to almost 11 degrees. It does connect to the Aureola and the Dad A and Gianna and Eagle, Saturn, especially Juno opposite Saturn. Then we have, Saturn rules the father, Saturn rules the teacher, being taught life lessons, rewards. So then the green one's here at 10 degrees. My progressed moon's at 1039. My Dad B progressed is at 10 degrees. We've got Spirit. That was the other one. Spirit's at 10 degrees in my progress. So we've got some connections going on here. Yeah, I know. So I did skip over that Gagnero is transiting right here at the Galactic Center, which is also my natal married last name is at 27 degrees. So I've had a lot going on in the divorce with all of that. And then the Super Galactic Center is around 1-2 degrees here. I don't remember exactly. So, of course, Patty Hunt had retrograded back on over that. All right, so what else do we have? We have Gagnero and aureola progressed are 746 and 811 almost together. And they're opposite my progressed Aurelia, the psychic sensitivity. And that connects to this Patricia here. And to Jupiter, spiritual connection, higher learning, and what I'm doing here. And also connects to my progressed Saturn. Their Aurelia and Gagner and Aureola are also connecting here to my progressed Mercury, which is me communicating and teaching, 10th house career. And boy, I just went blank. Reputation. Ah, my reputation's what you think of me. I know who I am. So anyway, we have Mercury in transit here, also connecting in a semi-sextile is what that's called, 30 degrees to my progressed Mercury. I would also point out that Mercury would be on my Vesta in my natal chart, which I think is like 847. And Vesta is, the one that holds secret ancient wisdom and information. So let's see what else then that connects to Patricia. I think I said Jupiter. Yeah. So anyway, just really interesting to look and see how things panned out between the contact from my dad and my mom. I did skip one very important part. The super new moon was on March 10th. This happened on the 14th, which if it was at 20 degrees on the 10th, the sun would have been about 24 degrees. And what we have at 24 degrees in transit, we have Eris and Spirit conjunct on my progressed chaos. And they were connecting to my ascendant and descendant. Pax. I knew there was something else. Pax soul contracts. And there's the sun. So the sun is opposite Pax soul contracts. Third house communication. Virgo the healer. Connecting to Eris, spirit, and chaos. Okay, oh, that's what it was. And at 24 degrees, that also would connect to my sun moon midpoint, which is in Gemini in my first house in my natal chart. So, pretty cool to see it all laying out, and I could add in a whole bunch more. And I would skip things like Eris and Spirit on my chaos are opposite transit Pat Miller. That is also connecting as a gray because it's almost 26 degrees. So cool to see it all in action. So anyway, I hope that was fun. Thank you for watching.